Welcome to day 20 in this creating a modern OpenGL game series, and we're continuing on with the input. We're doing the mouse input, so we got the notes that I've put is cursor, event, cursor, enter, leave window, and change cursor. So let's see what we've already got, I guess. And I'm actually going to make this text smaller because I usually only have the text this big on Xcode when I'm actually recording a tutorial, not a vlog. With the tutorial I've got like an iPad or a laptop or something where the code already is, so I'm not really doing too much thinking about what I'm typing out. I'm more just copying and pasting it. But whereas with this I want a bit more real estate. Why do I keep going to system preferences? What I want to do is go to Xcode preferences, and I want to go dusk. I've got a recording one which is just bigger, very similar to the presentation large. I do prefer the darker themes, so dusk. Yeah, we can see this a lot better now. So let me have a look what we're dealing with. If I go to the main, this will probably give us an indication what we were doing last time, get mouse position. So yeah, we did the get mouse position. I remember doing that. What's enabled at the moment is it GLFW, and if I go to GLFW CPP, we was just doing the actual mouse cursor. So we want to detect for when the cursor has entered and left the window. So I'm going to put GLFW cursor entered. So input guide, let's see what we're dealing with. Cursor, enter, leave events, that's the exact one we want. Seems like it should be a pretty straightforward event in here. So now to go into events interface. Nope, it's not in here that I want to go to. I want to actually go to, is it? No, this is just getters. So the core events, yeah, it will be in here where we've got all of our getters and setters. So we would need to cursor entered, client area of the window. Because we've already got methods for handling the position, I'm only going to use this as true or false because we're still handling the position side. So if we want the position, we can easily still get that. So I'm going to have a method for const. Now this is just going to be a bool actually. Bool. This is actually, so check bool is mouse cursor in window. That's what I'm going to call it. Now I'm going to put void set mouse cursor in window, and this will simply be a bool, and I'll call this if in window. Copy and paste that. Actually, I'm also going to need a bool over here, so I'm going to need to create a bool. So bool is in window. So copy and paste that. Go to core event CPP, and in here just implement these methods. These are going to be very simple methods. For this I'm going to put core events colon, need to do the same for the setting. The mouse cursor return this is in window. Copy and paste this into here. Assign this the value of is in window that has been passed in. Save that. That should be all good now. So now on the framework side here, we should be able to create our method. So I'm going to copy and paste this right here to here. I'm going to put static void cursor enter window callback. Copy that, paste it down here, get rid of the static keyword, need to put framework, glfw : and now copy and paste this. Here I'm just going to create a core temp events object. You now need to just create it in here in general. Temp events object, set mouse cursor in window to true. And this to false. One last thing is to copy and paste this, because we need to actually set the callback to link to that particular method. Do it where we've done all our other callbacks. Cursor, and here we go. So now if we go to main, and if let's say we were to print out mouse in window, you can call it cursor whatever you want really, and this is going to be ce.get events is in window, that's the variable is mouse cursor in window, std end line. Run this now. I'm actually going to want to do this. Yep, that works fine now. So now we just need to do the SFMR and SDL version. So let's do SDL for now. And in the SDL here, I wonder if I can just figure it out. Let's do case SDL underscore, what would it be? It would be underscore mouse, window mouse focus. Nah, it won't be that, that's a flag. So there should be an event type. I'm gonna Google it. SDL cursor in window. Actually, it might be named cursor. Cursor. Nope, it doesn't look like it is. Get mouse state. SDL entered cursor entered window. Try googling that instead. So now what do we have? Okay, SDL window event shown, hidden, window event move, resize, size change, minimize, maximize, restored, enter, leave. Oh, enter, leave, that's the one. And is it? We're polling on a window event. That's fine if it's a window event. There's like so many events, but I'm just going to implement what I feel like are the core required one, then implement more as we need to. So what was it again? Window event. It wasn't to do with focused, it was to do with enter and leave. So window event, enter, break, and this would be this core events, set mouse cursor in window to true, copy and paste this for the leave event. And now I'm just going to run this and see what we get. Clearly, assuming it's even getting into here. Actually, another thing that I think I should do is go to core events, and I really should initialize it to 0. So this is mouse cursor is in window equals to false. By default, that's where I'm just going to put. I'm going to put this to true now. But realistically, this should always print out true unless that one of those events are being triggered, which yeah they are. Switching on window.event. Event window.event. So if I go to SDL, this is just switching on window event dot type. This should be actually dot event. That's what we need to switch on, otherwise it won't work. So I bet you now this will work. Yep. Can I do the following, like so, then do another switch in here, which will switch on event dot, what was it? Oh, the window event. Window dot event. Yeah, that looks horrible on with the Egyptian braces. I want it on a separate line. So now I actually want to copy and paste this, or cut it I should say, into here. Now I'm going to do the same for this again. Just move the indentation. This should be enter now. Should be true. And if I run this now, I'm hoping that this will work. Okay, and I can still click on stuff, so that's okay. Okay, that is the SDL stuff done. So like there's so many events here that they're handling. Like, there is a ridiculous amount of events, which is good. It provides us in a good position if we want to handle more events later on. And I'm going to Google SFML. Actually, let's have a look how they're doing it in SFML anyway. So first of all, best if I re-enable this SFML. Go to SFML CPP. Again, see if I can figure it out. Case SF event cursor mouse, enter the mouse left. I'm gonna guess those are the events. For a break, and for this core events, set mouse cursor in window to true. Need to do the same now for left. I believe that's what it was called. Oh no, or is that the... Yeah, I think that is left, not the mouse left button. False. Now if I run this, I'm hoping that it works. So actually, let me move the mouse out the way. 0, 1, 0, 1. Oh, good. And now, so we got the cursor entering and leaving. I had one for changing cursor. Let's have a look at that. How to change cursor. So SQL change. I could do that hide cursor. That'll probably be a decent one, hide cursor. So I do have hide cursor now. Where would we implement this? This really wouldn't be an ongoing thing. It would be if I go to framework SFML, go into here, this is what it would be, true or false. That should be in the settings file then. Sets mouse cursor visibility is visible. Is whether or not the mouse cursor is visible. Is visible. Set mouse cursor visible. Set mouse cursor visibility. Get mouse cursor visibility, check if the mouse cursor is visible. Now we're going to do is mouse cursor visible, GL boolean is mouse cursor visible, copy and paste these two methods into the CPP file. Need to start commenting the other files as well, in all fairness. So start, mouse cursor visibility. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Okie dokie, I'm actually gonna copy and paste this here. Should have done that instead of pasting it twice. And add an asterisk here and add one there. Return this is also it's not within the actual class. I need to call settings is mouse cursor visible, and for this you need to do it equal to is visible, and at the top hash define sge underscore def underscore cursor visible. I'm gonna put this as gl underscore true. This is mouse cursor visible equals sge underscore def cursor visible, like so. Now if I go to SFML, for example, I mean in the framework SFML folder. So now what I need to do is window set mouse cursor visible to core settings, get mouse cursor visibility, and in main, if I were to click the up key, I will set its visibility. So, and I'm going to do an else as well, so if I click anything else it will do the opposite. So what I'm going to do is ce.get settings, set mouse cursor visibility to true, set it to false if I click anything other than the up key. Now if I run it, I should just be able to toggle the up key on and off. Oh no, because remember it's only gain set once, so ooh. You will probably want to, just for testing for now, I'll do explicitly. So if I go to core settings, that flickering's annoying me now. Core engine, where's the core engine folder anyway? This. So let's say if I were to do core settings, set mouse cursor visibility to false, that's fine, and if I set it to true, it's all good. Okay, now edit the mouse events. Get rid of that, and now we can actually move on to time. So time, being able to track time is a very important thing. So we'll stick with SFML because we've already got that enabled for now. SFML clock. So we go to the handling time, go to the newer version. So this is how you handle time in SFML. I need to find out how we do in SDL and what we can get. SDL time. GFW time. What was that? I had a message about something that is not important. Get ticks, number of milliseconds. That provides you know what, I'm just gonna enable GFW. Go to GFW. Need to have a look at this. I know I've done some code on it before, so I'm going to go on Sonar. Learn it. Nah, actually I want to go on Sonar Systems, YouTube. Then I need to go to, just released 2 new videos today. Feel free to check them out. Setting up SFML, Visual Studio on Windows. Just a new updated video. The old one was like 2.5 years old. It needed to be done. And a Box 2D setup video as well. So yeah, this, if you're interested in any of these, feel free to check them out. Plus also released a new Udemy series on Cocos 2DX. If you want a 50% off coupon, there will actually be one in the description right at the bottom. You'll actually get 50% off, exclusive 50% off coupons to all of our Udemy courses, so feel free to check them out. So I want to go to playlists. I want to go to OpenGL, like the old OpenGL stuff, tutorials that I was doing. That's where I did quite a bit of GFW setup, code. So time input. Yes, very nice, very nice. Going to look at the source code. So GFW time input. And we've got, so it seems to get it in seconds. GLFW get time. So if I were to do GLFW get time, get time of value, get time of frequency, get time just seems to do it in seconds. Is seconds enough really, or is this the wrong event that I'm looking for? GFW frame rate independent game. Well, usually you factor in time with this, so let me, no, I don't want our SFML video for this. GFW timer clock event. Can I get anything? Actually, let's print it out, see what we actually get. So GLW get time. Poll events, I'll just keep calling it in here. GLWD STD cout GLW get time STD end line, go to main. I want to get rid of this line here, so the only thing that's printing out is down unless I click on stuff, which I won't be. Okay, so yeah, okay, though it's in second, it does have a what's it called value. Then I think give me G value. If I go to SFML, as second is as a float, doesn't have the most precision. That's got what, like 5 values. That's got microsecond. Whew. How many microseconds are there in a second? Is it 1,000? Is it 10,000? Microsecond to second. So that should be 1 million microseconds are in a second. So for SFML, what I could do is get the microsecond, convert that into a second, and to do that I would have to divide it by 1 million, assign that to a double, which would be my second value, but obviously it would have more precision than, you know, just an integer second, which is what SFML provides as a second. And for SDL, what did that provide? It was number of milliseconds. Yeah, it probably won't have the same sort of precision, but you're going to get variations in libraries anyway. That's always the case. We've already had that in the inputs. So certain input wasn't as good on certain library, just wasn't. So let's start to implement this bad boy. Don't need a constant keyword there anyway. Boom, double. Get time. Void set time. Double time, and I'm going to put a double time here. Copy and paste that into core event CPP. Copy and paste core events : This is going to return this time. This is going to do this time equals time. By default, this time will equal, well, not here. can get rid of this as well. This is old lingering code. I'm going to put this time equals 0. Now that I have that, what I want to do is go to events SFML. No, actually not events. GFW. I don't know why I'm in GF. Oh yeah, it'd be in GFW, wouldn't it? To get time. Should I do it on the poll events? When is the poll events being called? So if I go to core engine, yeah, poll events, actually, yeah, that's probably the best place to call it. So poll events, draw any OpenGL. We haven't even drawn any OpenGL. Yeah, I know like one or two people have said, well, we haven't done that yet. That time will come, don't worry. It will come very soon. So now, what did we want to do? We wanted to, I forgot. Let's just go back a file. Oh yeah, poll events. We're going to put this. Should be after or before polling events? I'm going to put it before. So, core settings, set time. That should be core events actually. Core events, set time. For this, I'm going to put GFW get time, like so. And then in the main, I'm going to simply print it out. So std cout ce.get events get time std end line. Run this. Okay, so that seems to be the right time, which is good stuff. We don't actually have a method for reset time. We got one for set time actually. But not reset time. Okay, I'm going to make a note. We need methods for set time and reset/restart time. See how many 10 minutes. Okay, it's only been about 38 minutes. So, okay, let's get back. Let's get to the set time method. So set time. You will set in here, but then we also need to set it within one of these core events files realistically. So if I were to go to, I guess here, no, don't want it in there. What I really want is within the framework. Yeah, what would happen if I were to do set thingy-majiggy? So if I were to do, if I press the up key, if I were to do ce.get events, set time to 0, Yeah, though it sets, actually I need to get rid of this as well. Though it sets it to 0, it continues again, because it's not actually setting this to 0, or I mean this stuff to 0, because realistically in here we need to do something like GFW set time to 0. But how can we call anything from within the frameworks? Because frameworks is within here. The engine, we got core framework here. Core framework. Don't realistically want to be adding methods into the core engine stuff regarding stuff like time. That's a bit, it's not in the right place for that. So I could add it here potentially. If I were to do, let's say, pretty sure I could put here GFW set time. But it depends on how SFML does it as well, because if their set time stuff is totally different, which it is, it's like clock. You need the actual clock itself. Dot restart. We actually we don't even have the set time method, I guess, working, because I might say we technically have that, but we don't, because it sets this to 0, but then let's reset. Unless I do something like this. So it's cheeky. So when I set time to 0 in core events, I need a bool called is resetting time. That'll keep track of whether your is setting time. If I go to core events CPP, in here you're going to do this is setting time like so, equals to true. In here we need a method for bool is setting time. And now if we go to framework GFW, where we actually set the time, like here, would say if core events is setting time. So if they're setting the time, then what we need to do is actually set the time to core events get time. No, not this. We need to do, sorry, my bad. We need to set it to GFW set time to this, and then we need to do core events is setting time, which we don't have. We need to have a setter for it. So we need to do something like setting time to false, stop setting time I'm gonna say stop setting time. Stop setting time. Like so, else just do this. So if I go to core events, stop setting time, it should be a void, we're not returning anything. Should just be able to copy and paste this. We need another one, and this one is going to be for is setting. So this is, should be core events is setting time. And just need to whack that here. Should actually be a bool. I need to do return. Is setting time, and is setting time equals false. So my theory is now, if I were to run this, assuming there's no errors, there might be somewhere. Okay, there isn't. Is it the up key I gotta press? It seems to reset it. So if we go if, for example, I would set the time to 100, for example. Oh, put an extra bracket. Boom, working the way we want it. Before I do the restart one, I want to make sure that this is working in the others as well. So let's go into SDL now. So SDL. How do you get the timing? There was a get ticks method. SDL get ticks. So poll events, core events, set time. Actually, no, we need to do something very similar to this. So we need to go back to GFW. Copy and paste this into here. And is setting time. This, the only difference is this will be SDL's get ticks. And for this, I need, is there not an SDL underscore set ticks? So for now, let me just run it like this. So yeah, we're getting in millisecond, which is fine, but obviously we can't restart it. There must be a reset method. Set timer. SDL reset ticks. SDL get ticks. Okay. was thinking about something like this, get the difference, but what if we wanted to set the actual tick to like a greater value? So if the get ticks at the moment is 50, we set it to 100, it'd be negative 50. We could do a check to see if it's a negative, then we would inverse it. So let's just say, okay, let's say if it's 60, we want to set it to 100, be negative 40, but then we should actually add that to the amount that we set, I guess, if it's negative. Then that will get us I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm actually gonna make a note. I'm doing SDL reset at the moment. Commit changes. Okay, I'm gonna end it for this video. I'm just gonna commit to GitHub and then we'll continue in the next daily vlog. So I want to open up GitHub. Yeah, I've opened it up millions of times before. This is modern OpenGL game engine. Actually, probably best if we just do a quick sync. Let's get any README update. That's pretty much all it should be. Opening Finder. New Finder window. Go to the desktop. Tutorial stuff. OpenGL. Modern OpenGL game engine. Here we go. That's what we want to copy over. So get rid of that. Copy that into here. Make sure we got the right new stuff. Set time. It looks like we got today's stuff that we've done. Set visibility. Cursor enter callback. Set mouse cursor visible. See, make sure we got the GFW time stuff. Yeah, that's all good. Day, was it 20? The day 21. Let's have a quick look. YouTube. Now what we want to do is go to creating a modern OpenGL game engine. Okay, it was day 21. So day 21 code commit. This was mouse events and timer events. Timer/clock events. Making some nice progress. Commit to master. Sync. That's all synced, so I can close down GitHub, and that's it for day 21. As usual, if you want to contribute towards the code, you want to contribute towards the documentation, any suggestions you have, feel free, because it's a community project by the community for the community. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you in day 22.